Hello, my dear learners. So, welcome back to my this session. We have studied a number of varied type of the issues while reporting the educational results to the stakeholders like students himself, parents, and other co-staff members, administrators, etc. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಾವು ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನದ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಎಂಬುದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿವಿ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ನಾವು ಹಲವಾರು ಅಂಶಗಳು ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಅವುಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅಧ್ಯಯನವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Understood? Apart from this one, we have understood the some of the components those are to be adopted and reported in the progress book or report book. So like CC, we have studied it. Formative and summative evaluation, that we have studied it. And also the evaluation tools, whatever we wanted to incorporate it, that we have studied it. And apart from this one, we have captured main important aspect highlighted in the national education policy. Whatever the national education policy it is highlighted, there are some of the most of the things are also will be mentioned and seen in the CBSE related guidelines to that of the schools up to 12th standard. In national education policy 2020 ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನೀತಿ 2020 ಇದು ಒಂದು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ 360 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಹೊಂದಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು CBSE ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಈ CBSE ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮಂಡಳಿ CBSE, ಇದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾದರೂ SSLC ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, PUC ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ that has to be assessed in their progress book or the progress report. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ in this contemporary situations. So this must include first one that I am highlighting here, the self assessment, peer assessment and teacher assessment. These three things should be reported under the three captions in that particular what we call as reporting book of evaluation results. ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರಗತಿಪರ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಸ್ವಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ. ಎರಡನೇದು ಪೀರ್ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಪೀರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು? ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಾರರು. ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮವಯಸ್ಕರು. ಅವ್ರು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು, ನಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ವಿ ನೋ ಇಟ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್, ದಿ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಟೀಚರ್ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರ ಒಂದು ಮಾಪನವನ್ನ ಅದು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ವಮಾಪನ ಒಂದನೇದು, ಎರಡನೇದು ಸಮವಯಸ್ಕರ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ, ಮೂರನೇದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ. ಈ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ಅದು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ and the central respective educational boards and the department has to set the standards, norms and guidelines for the evaluation of students with respect to their recognized schools or the boards or the departments. ಈ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳ ಆಯಾ ಮಂಡಳಿಗಳು ಈ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನಕ್ಕೆ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಗುಣಾತ್ಮಕತೆಯನ್ನ ನಿರ್ಧರಿಸಬೇಕು, ಮಾಪನಗಳನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾನಕಗಳನ್ನ ನಿರ್ಧರಿಸಬೇಕು, ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಿ ಸೂತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ ನಿರ್ಧರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಆಯಾ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀಡಿ ಅವುಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಅನುಸರಿಸುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. The respective school board has to assign and has to give the guidelines to incorporate the standards, norms and guidelines given to the particular schools which are comes under their jurisdiction. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದಿ CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. It usually guides all the state department, the educational guides the educational departments of the state or boards of the state. ಈ ಒಂದು CBSE ಇದು ಕೂಡ NEP 2020 ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಿ ಏನು ಸೂತ್ರಗಳದವು ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ. Some of them have put in place few years ago itself to evaluate the overall performance of the students throughout the academic year. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಈ CBSE ಹಲವಾರು ತಿಂಗಳುಗಳ ಅಥವಾ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ, ಹಲವಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಮಾಪನವನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೆಂಬುದರ ಕುರಿತಾಗಿ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನ ನೀಡಿದೆ. Then what does it means? As we have known about this one, this comprehensive and continuous evaluation related aspects has to be carried mainly by the teacher. Therefore, teacher has to be trained to keep the anecdotal records based on the periodic observations in relation to the students' growth in core scholastic areas as well. Periodic observation should be taken. Teacher should be trained in regard to incorporate, imbibe these comprehensive evaluation tools and techniques. They have to keep all these anecdotal records with respect to post-scholastic areas. Now, bare scholastic areas ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಒಂದು 6 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವು ಅಥವಾ 5 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವು. ಆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಡೆಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಂಕಗಳನ್ನ ನೀಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಸ್ಕೂಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್. Then post-scholastic, that has to be observed by the each school teacher, those who are in charge of that particular one, and he has to not only observe in the classroom, in school environment, outside the school environment, even he has to seek the information of this stakeholders like the father, mother and other peer group member, co-staff, etc. ತಂದೆ, ತಾಯಿ, ಪೋಷಕರು, ತಮ್ಮ ಸಹಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು, ಶಾಲೆಯ ಒಳಗೆ, ಶಾಲೆಯ ಹೊರಗೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಶಾಲಾ ಸಹ ವಲಯ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ನಿರಂತರವಾದ ನಿಯಮಿತವಾದ ವೀಕ್ಷಣೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರು ದಾಖಲೆಯನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ therefore these should be resulting in grades and should be given in the form of the descriptive indicators. Descriptive indicators, I am talking about it. So for the core scholastic areas, whatever the student has achieved, that knowledge, whatever gained by the teacher, evaluator, they should result in grades and descriptive indicators. Descriptive indicators means it should not be only measured with the marks. It should be described in their statement in a particular way. ಈ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಏನು, ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯು ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಉತ್ತರಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಈ ತರನು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. Understand my? So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ? You can give the highest grade because he always wants to participate or give the responses to the questions raised by the teacher. Howda? Some of the students are very much active in the what we call as the sketches, drawing the sketches. ಚಿತ್ರ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ವ್ಯಂಗ್ಯ ಚಿತ್ರ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಂತ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ A+ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, A+ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿವರಣೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. You have to write the descriptive that the particular student has very much interested and shown the performance in the skill of art, especially related to drawing, especially drawing the sketches. So these, apart from numbering, ascertaining the number, giving the number to the particular study, these also should include the grades as well as the descriptive indicators. Okay, and then okay, next point coming up here is see here, students are graded on self-awareness. These are the some of the life skills related as well. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಹೊಸ ಸಂಗತಿಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದಾವೆ. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ತನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತನಗೆ ಅರಿವಿರಬೇಕು. Interpersonal relations should be graded on based on the self-awareness, interpersonal relationship, problem solving, dealing with the stress and the creative skills. And some of these aspects are involved in our life skills also. How much he knows about himself, that self-awareness. Is the student is self-aware whenever the learning has been taking places at that point of time? ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ಕೇಳಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯೋ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಈ ಫಾರ್ಗಾಟನ್ ಹಿಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿ ರೋಮಿಂಗ್ somewhere in his mind. Understood? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಮರೆಯುವ ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ದೈಹಿಕವಾಗಿ ವರ್ಗ ಕೋಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ತನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Although the student physically shown his presence in the classroom, but mentally he is not minding consciously the student what it is taught. Grade should be given to that too also. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Interpersonal relationship. Okay, the leader, say for example, some of the leader will come forward and help to others and carrying all the student to do any kind of the activity, whatever it is assigned by the teacher, because he is in very good interpersonal relationship with each and everybody. Okay, ಅಂತವರಿಗೆ A+ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಈ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ನಾಯಕತ್ವದ ಗುಣವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುತ್ತಾನೆ. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಹಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. he is convincing all the student to carry out the student. He is motivating the student. These are all descriptive type of the statement mentioned in the report book. So this is holistic evaluation and problem solving. Understand my point? Problem is not only concerned to the mathematics. Problems and the issues are related to all the students here itself. The students' problems, learning problems. Okay, and dealing with the problem, dealing with the stress and creative skills. Understood? What are the creativity? Understand my point? Some are doing mono acting play. ಏಕಪಾತ್ರ ಅಭಿನಯವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಿಮಿಕ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್. ಒತ್ತಡಗಳು ಬಂದಾಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದಮ್ ಕಮ್ ಔಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸುಮ್ಮ ಕುಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಒತ್ತಡಗಳು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಓದೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಹೌದಾ, ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಕೂಡುವುದು. So he has to involve in switch to some other activities to reduce the stress. ಅಥವಾ ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡುವುದು. So therefore these are all the things apart from the scholastic activities. The NEP 2020 is perhaps aiming to bring scholastic results within the same habit of 2021. So these are all the some of the important points that we have taken here itself. ಈ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿನೇ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ರಿ the points, holistic 360-degree evaluation should be recorded in this record or report book. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು, I have shown with the 9th standard CBSE school students this progress board and given by the CBSE. The CBSE with respect to this Grace Academy, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ. This is one of the school. Okay, this what exactly here the school name, address, email ID, telephone is given there, and report book with respect to 9th standard and session 2011 and 12, student profile, name of the student and house. Okay, so ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇದು this is the cover page in which so this depicts about the school and its address and also class and session ಯಾವ ಅವಧಿದು ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನೇಮು, house, admission number, date of birth, residential address, telephone number, mother's name, father's name. Not only this, health issues are also taken here. Okay, what is the height of the student, blood group, and other type of the ailment, dental or other type of the ailment, weight of the student, and vision ಅವನ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆ, then overall hygiene normal they have mentioned here. Blood group O positive, 163 height. These are the general, okay, physical aspect related things. And then go for here now here, whatever I have told about this one. So this is related to the scholastic area 1A. I am highlighting here. See here, academic performance begins with 1A. Okay, scholastic areas. ಶಾಲಾ ವಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ 1A ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. They have mentioned the subject as well here. So here in our Karnataka, we are preferring Karnataka as well. Trial lingual formula. Okay, ಮೂರು ಭಾಷಾ ಸೂತ್ರ ಅನುಸರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. Kannada, English, Hindi, mathematics, science, social science. This will be taken here. First term, okay, FA1, FA2, total FA. Total FA it comprising the totaling of the FA1, FA2, FA1, FA2, FA3. This SA1 ಇದೆ. Okay, now FA1 plus SA1 together they have created with the B1. Okay, with respect to the English subject 74 percentile rank. ಇಲ್ಲಿ grade point ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. So you can study about all these matters. So here term 1, term 2, ಮೊದಲನೇ ಅವಧಿ, ಎರಡನೇ ಅವಧಿ. So this is the cumulative result, include term 1 and term 2 for the 100 marks. Okay, B1. What is B1? I will come to it later on. Grade point, ದರ್ಜಾ ಅಂಶ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ, percentile rank. Okay, ಶತಾಂಕ. Okay, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. ನಾವು ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ obtain 91 to 100 marks, then it will be taken as A1 and grade point is 10. 91, 90 to 93, so up to here ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 10 ವರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. If it is 81 to 90, it is A2, 9 grade. Okay, like this they have given here. If the student scores 30, the last one I am taking here, D with respect to D. 32 to 40, it is D. 4 is given here. Grade point is 4. ಹೌದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 41 ರಿಂದ 50 C2 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 and D. 7 criteria are here. In the CBSE, marks range and grade point, and all the states are also following the CBSE norms now here. So ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕೂಡ ಅನುಸರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. This is all related to scholastic aspect. Okay, and next one, go for here. So then 2A related to the scholastic. ಸಹ ಶಾಲಾ ವಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ these will enhance thinking skills, social skills, emotional skills of the particular students. Okay, so their descriptions is given here. Descriptive statement about the thinking skill of a student. ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯ ವಿವೇಚನೆ, ಯೋಚನಾ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ A grade ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Why they have given A grade? They have mentioned here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಂತೆ, students need to be original and imaginative. ಈ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯು ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳೋದಲ್ಲ. He has to think himself. Should raise the question to develop skill in the identifying problems and the solutions. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವು ಯಾರು ಬಹಳ ಜನ ಕೆಲವ್ರನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು. So most of the students are, though they are physically, though they are listening us, they have not given the answer in the virtual mode of the presentation. ಈ ತರ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು ನಾವು responses. This is related to the cognitive domain related skills and then social skills. Students demonstrate ability to identify, verbalize and usually respond effectively to the others' emotions and empathetic manner. Okay, sometimes students will help the others in relation to the what we call supporting the others in relation to the whatever the help sought by other person. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಏನ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇವನು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. Then emotional skills. Students should demonstrate the ability to identify the personal strength and the weaknesses. Understood my point? Sometimes if you ask the question, students immediately wanted to shivering. ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಡುಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಕೆಲವರು ಎದ್ದೇ ನಿಲ್ಲೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿಲ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. These are life skills because not only in schools domain, in life also, these are very much part and parcel of our subject. And in this post-scholastic 2B is the work education. Work education means whether the student is collaboratively working together with the other person. Okay, is he having innovative idea? Is he having the organizational abilities? Is that particular student shows the interest in all sorts of the work? Understand my point? So in the laboratory, in the school, in the classroom, outside the classroom, in the whatever the SUPW work, and also while planting, while celebration of the on the programs. Understand my point? This is to be related aspect. And then, okay, I have shown this one, and then we shall go for the. So here also in 2B also in 2C, visual and performing arts. Okay, the painting, sketches, you can mention it. In which area the student is very much interested in the drawing the sketches. And the student is very much interested in the animation art and he performs in the computer. So adanu baribodu, computer nalli animation chitragalana nirmane ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. Students will definitely make beautiful colorization using the paint software. Adanu kuda helbodu. Student will perform the drama, roles of the different drama. Okay, different roles of the drama. Ee tara baribodu. Then attitude and values. Student is obedient, is a decent and positive attitude he is having towards the teacher, and positive attitude towards in the participation in all sorts of the these things. He is confident enough to assist the teacher. He is honest, sensitive. You can mention it about the teacher. Then about the schoolmates, ಈ ಕೆಲವು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು mingle ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Some of the students are not at all mingling here with respect to other students. That time you can read it. ಈ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯು ಇನ್ನಿತರ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅರ್ಥಾತ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಕೇಳುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. So therefore these are the things that we have to concentrate on. Then school programs, environment, what is the role of the students about the school programs and environment? He has to take some of the participatory activities in the programs and also environmental activities. Then value system, is he respecting the constitution? Is he respecting the national anthem? And is he participating in the Mahatma Gandhi ji Jayanti? Understood my point? Is he following the what we call Republic Day's virtues? So these are the things that also to be taken. And under the 3A activities, literary and creative skills, Sahitya ಮತ್ತು ಸೃಜನಾತ್ಮಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನ, writing the story, writing the problems and singing competitions and creating what we call as composing these songs, singing competitions. Okay, so these are the creative skills what he is doing, that has to be written here. Okay, and is he participating in a debate competition? To what extent he is participating? Then scientific skills. Okay, so scientific skills means the observation is the main technique, and also verification is the another technique. He won't at all believe immediate the things. He will doubt about it and then he will verify it, and he is not blindly accept the rituals or the customs. ಓಕೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ತಾವೇ ಹಾಗೆ ತಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿದಂಗೆ ಯಾರು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಹಾಗೆ ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಕೋಳಿ ಬಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ರು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಅದು ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಅಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮನೋಭಾವನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ systematic way that has to be followed, like observation, like recording, like verifications, and also the participation in the science exhibitions, fairs, seminars, pitches conducted by the school, conducted by the government department at the district level, ತಾಲೂಕು level, state level. Okay, ಮಾದರಿಗಳನ್ನ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದು, ರಸಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುವುದು, ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುವುದು, ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸುವುದು ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ, ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಯೋಜನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. These are all the scientific skills that the student is going to exhibit. Apart from this one, and last one, that is health and physical education. How he is going to be participating in the sports, because the sport is very essential for especially adolescent children or the children who are in the schools to develop their physical fitness, and this also makes and enhances the determination and courage of the students. So ಇವರು ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ನಾವು ನಿಯಮಗಳನ್ನ, ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಯಮಗಳನ್ನ ಅನುಸರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ಶಿಪ್. Okay, whether the student is following the safety norms or whatever maintained or prescribed in the games and the sport, yes, if he is following, you can write it. In the sports, what role he is playing, in which play he is very much interested, whether kho-kho, baseball, cricket, okay, running, or any kind of the athlete and the swimming competitions. So these has to be precise with the statement, and grade also given here. Some students are showing keen interest in the sports activity. Some students are average and moderately involved in the activity. That is why he has obtained the B here. And with respect to first aid, okay, so the training should be given to them. Okay, the first aid kit ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರೋ ಬಿದ್ದು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. He must come to know at least with the Dettol as well as the cotton. ಕಾಟನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅರಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಅರಳಿಯನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಒರೆಸಿ ಶುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಿ ಡೆಟಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಚ್ಚಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಹಾಕುವುದು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ some basic skills that the student has to exhibit and handle the situation as well. Okay, with this one, my dear students, I am very much thankful to this school, Grace Academy, that from which I have obtained the information for my presentations, and so far we have covered the all aspects in relation to this scholastic and co-scholastic domain related the learning abilities of the student in the report book. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಶಾಲೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಹಶಾಲೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಕಲಿಕೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ ವರದಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. I hope you have understood very well. This is the time to wind up the session. Thank you, and thank you very much.